Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where last time we helped to fight off a desperate battle, and it looks like Gandalf is having his own desperate battle. What do you think about that, Corden?
Mithrandir is in trouble. Is there nothing we can do to help him?
If the Tharduth emerge from within the temple, Corden stares at you with a dawning realization. We have to prevent the Tharduth from leaving Umbar. I know what we have to do. Ooh, and what is it?
We need to seal the entrance of Utubur before the Tharduth emerge to finish us.
We need to retrieve the hungry fire from MAGIX. I will tell Rothog we will need of his strength. I notice he is leaving out a certain dwarf from the mix.
We must reach the hidden chamber before it is too late.
And get back. Azagoth and his Tharduth masters may not know why we have returned to Ashagir, but if they mark our passage here, they will try to stop us. We must be prepared for anything as we return to that sealed chamber. Alright, so let's get going. The fortress is more unstable than I thought. The straight way to the chamber has been blocked since we last came here. Was it sabotage or a tremor? We have to circle around. Or time? Rothog moves at his own pace. You will have to accept it. Oh, wonderful. He is not known for being swift. Oh, when he gets here, though, his cold peshes deal with the enemy. Well, we could see how many we could kill before Rothog comes to finish them off. There we go. Oh, this way! It should be the fastest. Hurry! Oh my goodness gracious. And you too. Alright. It's a rather interesting mechanic to have where you have a very strong NPC with you, but he moves slowly, so we are fortunate that the room has not been sealed once more. Boy, and under any other circumstance, I would say we would have wanted it to be sealed again. I know of this Nargach, this hungry fire, only by its evil reputation. I will carry as many of the crates as I can safely hold, but if they should come alight, I will assure neither you nor Corden the elf escape the burning. Oh boy. If I am to perish in this conflagration of Nargach, so too will you. See that I do not. Oh yes. Alright, gotcha. It looks like Belundor has arrived.
There you are. To where did you disappear? No, it matters not.
Did you see the arrival of Belundor? He returned at the head of an army of Umbari soldiers, and they have joined the battle. My own battle with the unseen Tharduth opponent is at a low ebb. He has relaxed his onslaught for the moment, perhaps to change to a more successful tactic. It may be that the tide is near to turning. Yes, but in whose favor? Well, let's see what Belundor has to say.
It is good to see you are well.
When I set out for Umbar Baharbel, I believed that the wizard might wait to begin fighting the battle until I returned with my army. But it turns out that was not his plan. Well, I don't know if it was his plan or not, but things took a strange turn while you were gone. But we are here now, and there is no shortage of orcs to fight. But where are the ancient creatures of which he spoke? Where are these corrupted elves? Ah, well, I'm sure we'll find them soon enough. Let's see. Vitality, physical mastery. We want some finesse, or we want this, vitality. Oh, always the thing about this issue. Which one do we want? Actually, yeah, physical mastery. That's good.
Is Ozagoth here? I have business with the Sea Shadow.
Ooh, he's inside at the moment. Let us push forward. My blade hungers for the blood of betrayers. Let us fight alongside the soldiers that marched with me to battle. Lead on! All right, go to the front line of Dagor Karlathir to the northeast. Oh, are you all ready? Charge! I presume now that there are going to be some more soldiers here? Some Umbari soldiers? Well, oh, yes. Of course, I'm still going to have to do battle with the occasional skirmisher. I think this is the right spot. We will have to worry about an occasional warrior here. I presume that is the entrance that we're expecting them to use. Oh, this sounds unstable. Oh! That's not where I was supposed to go. Okay, I went a little bit too far into the front line. Oh, okay, it's probably what, to Eladon and Elra here or something? Yeah. Oh, Siragon has sustained a grievous wound, but his allies fight to defend him. There you go. Alright. So, not as far on the front line as I had gone.
It is bad.
Siragon stood his ground against one of the great Utugi, and it bore down upon him. But he saw not the smaller creature that followed in the wake of the huge orc, a small and spindly goblin thing. It struck him 12 times with his knife before we noticed. Eladon lowers his voice until you can only just hear his hush over the fighting. Oh, completed. Orc Bane of Udashtar. Advanced. Okay, well, that's the first Slayer deed in the area completed. Oh, where was I? Oh, he will not survive the battle. We have done all that we could. Alright. Okay, I'll speak to Siragon, or try to speak to Siragon, as soon as I am done with this mess. Oh, where were we?
I cannot see your face. Are you all right?
The battle is not yet over, is it? I can hear the fighting. How are we doing? It probably depends on how this mission I'm on right now goes. Alright, now, talk to Corden in the middle of the river. Really? Oh, he's right over there. Okay. We're not yet finished. We have to place the Nargach around the entrance, or it will be too late. If the Tartooth emerge from Nutabur, it is all over. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, okay, because he's trying to yell over the talk to Corden and help him, right? This will be our only chance. We have to collapse the entrance before the Tarduth emerge. Then let's go.
I wish we need not make use of the hungry fire, but we have no choice.
If the Tarduth were only one of my people, I want to do my part in sealing them away. I and Corton will set the Narkak to the right of the entrance. You and Sirgath can place the Narkak to the left side. We will seal the entrance of Umbar, and these fallen Kentai will no longer trouble the world. Alright, then let's go and take care of that. And place the Narkak. What, I'm carrying barrels of this stuff. 1, 2. Barrels look a lot smaller than they looked when they were in that location.
What are you doing?
Nothing yet to worry about. Frozen, unmoving figures stand near at hand. Azagoth.
Our own has teeth.
I guess you mean Azagoth.
Feel not the madness in his eyes.
He's mad all the time. In desperation, you call her name, but Celeritas remains frozen, unaware of the evil that threatens her. What a time to go blank. Resist!
Cannot prevent this.
Let's break the enchantment.
This is beyond your power.
This is not good. Rude!
Azaga! Now you die!
Sigilet, no!
That's not good news. Hoping against hope, you check the Kenta elf for some sign of life, but there is none to be found. Celeritas is dead.
What can we do? We are out of time!
What can we do?
We must seal the entrance, but my sister is still inside. What do we do?
Well, we don't want to seal her in for a couple months like we almost did at Dol Guldur, or else. I beg you, we have to rescue her before the entrance is sealed. Okay. She just has a way of being inside of places just before they blow up.
We will be quick. We have to be.
We'll be big. Siglith, we will not have much time to bring Siglith out of the darkness. If this Narsgak explodes while we are still inside, we will be quick. We have to hurry now, my friend. There is no time to waste. No time to waste. Great evil resides in this darkness, and we need to go and find his sister and get out quickly. Hurry, Pine Leaf. We have little time to waste. Little time to waste. Then, let's get going. Oh, uh-oh. It appears that we have some servants of...
Sigilet wounded these creatures, but she did not stay to finish them.
Well, she was in a hurry to try to catch Azagoth, I guess. Well, they're tough. Okay, that's... Oh, just only the first set that's down. Apparently there are more of them. She was in a hurry. Did not want to be slowed down. wanted to get Azagoth. Focused on Azagoth and nothing else. Wanting revenge. There we go. Try you. Yeah, we need to get through these as quickly as possible. Maybe we'll be lucky. I should be running back as we finish these off. If not, what are we gonna do? Ooh, a wounded Urturgi warrior. Well, let's wound him a little bit more. And get by him. Ouch. Okay, we'll stay away from that. You're going down. Continue on. Don't want to get too far up ahead. I don't want him to turn around and leave me in here.
We can go no further.
What do we do then?
We would not have the time to escape. Call for her.
All right, I'll call for her.
It's all we can do.
Call her into the darkness. Sigalith! Sigalith! Remember, cruel dancer! Your voice echoes along the walls of the corridor.
Sigalith! We are out of time. We have to leave. Run!
All right, I'll run as fast as I can. Hopefully he's as fast as I am. Because I'm using warden speed out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Uh-oh. It appears we jumped several days up ahead. I just don't feel myself at the moment. Hello, Jax. What did you see, Dax? An army approaches Umbar Bahabel. You tell Jax that a great force of soldiers emerged from Umbar, drawing even with the Telperian's wall. But they raised no banner, and you could not discern their loyalties. Did you see Pineaf among them? Or perhaps Belandor leads these men? Is it an army the same that we took with him in haste? Or is it an army of Eresworn come to take the city? I am not bringing Hamlet these tidings. Dax, you do it! Wonderful. What else is new? Well, Armalek. She's probably not in a happy mood at the moment. What is it? I can see from your face that you have tidings to share, but you fear that they will be unwelcome. Speak to me, and I will decide if it is so. You tell Harmlek that an army approaches the city, but that you were unable to see who leads it, or what their intentions may be. Harmlek purses her lips, deep in thought. When Belandor asked to bring soldiers to the battle of the lands of the east, I told him that I needed time to think upon it. He waited not for my answer, but took soldiers and marched within an hour. Such disrespect cannot be allowed, but it is said that when commanders of men taste victory in battle, they can at times desire more and more. If Belandor leads this returning army, will he think to use it to take control of the city? Or perhaps this is an army of Eresworn. If Balahad escaped capture by the party sent to retrieve him, his survival could prove a beacon to his people. Thinks he to overthrow the kindred of the coins? But from where could this army have come? Well, there is a third possibility. Yes, what is this third possibility, tidings bearer Daxmut? Well, if that army is used tried, the army may be tired from battle in the east, and the soldiers may simply want to return home. In this you see the guidance of Pineleaf, a hero who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Harmonic weighs your suggestion. We will see if you are right, Daxmut. We will see. Send word to the scouts that whoever leads this army is to be brought before me at once. And now we go back to the present. Ooh, that was close. Now, what we got here? Let's see if anything's underneath this rubble here that could be of use. How about this rubble? Oh boy. Now the question is she alive? Pineleaf! Has anyone ever told you that you're such a bother? Thank you, my dear friend. Well, you're welcome. That was quite a battle.
And so the battle ends in victory for the united forces of Shagana, Umbar, and Gondor.
I can still feel the presence of the Tarduth with whom I strove. His hatred and his anger burn still in the darkness of Utugbur like a beacon. But his rage is unfocused, and it will be some time before he or his kind can emerge to trouble Middle-earth again. The threat of the Tarduth has been reduced, but it is not eliminated. Other vaults of this kind of Utugbur may lie just beneath the surface. The breaking of the Gaius of Morgoth means that the occupants of these other hidden strongholds now stir restlessly, their long slumber nearing its end. I believe the dominion of Zikar stretched across much of Shagana after all. If this deadly spirit that told me of its existence can still be believed, what cause would it have to lie to me, Pineleaf? Well, plenty I could think of. Withered sighs, and you see the faintest hint of a smile beneath his beard. It seems that I have made a habit of giving you bad tidings, my friend. I was named Lotspell once in a distant land. Ill news. And if I keep going at this rate, you will begin calling me that too. So here is some good tidings. By your deeds and those of your friends and allies, a great evil has been opposed. The Tarduth will not rise again for some time at least. I hope that's the case. Now, if this is true, then does that mean that we've also dealt with Belandor? Not Belandor, Azagoth Sea Shadow? Of course, if you're done with Azagoth, there is still the matter of Nakasi. Well, anyway, adamant turns from darkness. Oh, okay, this is... Alright, ongoing healing, we want tactical mitigation, we want critical... Okay, I'll take this for now.
But the cost of this victory was high.
Those who survive the battle will need words of healing and support now, Pineleaf. You must give them what you are able, for they will look to you for guidance. Shagani, Umbari, and Gondorian alike. Let's see what Belandor has to say.
I have made Sirgan as comfortable as I can, but there is nothing else that can be done.
His moment approaches. This is
Important.
Oh. Sirgon winces with an effort of speaking, but he refuses to be silent. My wife and my children. Tell them I love them. Tell them too that I was a fool to leave, but that at the end I was at peace. Sergen closes his eyes, and it seems that he is gone, but with a great effort he opens them once more. Elessar must not be the foe of the Shagani people. He must not be the third Hiramdakil. Will you help him? Help him. Help him live up to. His final voyage. Now, what else we have? We have, mother and daughter both survived.
This triumph is bittersweet. I am sorry for the losses you have suffered.
I too weep for lost friends, dear Serdusha, with whom I joined the ranks of the Dermani only a few years ago, perished during this battle. She would not wish me to dwell upon it, and as a trained warrior I know to do so is a weakness, but her loss does cut deeply. I know this battle has to be fought eventually, Pineleaf, and if it was not waged in Urashdar, it would one day have been fought in Ambarul, perhaps within Iridir itself. Serdusha would not have wanted that, and neither would I. And her mother?
The stories of our past glories and our mighty heroes spread from fighter to fighter during the battle.
They inspired each of my warriors to attain even greater heights of skill and ferocity. In days to come, the tale of Umbar, the Red Rush battle, will join those reverend accounts. When Rahazi came to Iridir with the need, I considered sending only a small number of Dumuri in my stead. I'm glad that I did not, for the battle was glorious, and I would weep to miss it. Let the Orokai tremble before our demonstrated might against the foes older and more terrible than they, and know that the Ambaruli, they are nothing. Okay. Oh boy. Well, what do you think about that, Rothak?
My hunger for battle is sated. For now.
My cold peshes are in need of sharpening once again. And is that not the mark of a successful journey? I enjoyed fighting alongside Tatatha, but she seems to have disappeared again. Oh, okay, don't worry, I didn't even see her at the battle. Well, it's good that she came to help. In the brief time that I have known her, she has never enjoyed large gatherings, unless those large gatherings involve a great number of combatants. Few can understand the Leoline language of Horshok as I can, but I will tell you that he now likes you very much. There is nothing like a shared victory to knit bonds of friendship in this, is there not? Go ahead and give him a pat, Pineleaf. You and he have both earned it. All right, let's give a pat to the lion and hope it doesn't think that hobbits make good snacks. Hershok grumbles at you inappreciatively. Alright, so now... Oh, Caltag! Hello!
I heard something very interesting.
I heard not only is the son of Balachor alive, but he was seen fighting on the edge of the battle. I wonder, how could this be true when you assured me that Balachad was dead? Well, interesting about that. You know what? I have my own question. Do you know anything about the disappearance of the water bearer Saduk from Kalburu? The dwarf eyes you appreciatively. must apologize, Pineleaf, for I underestimated you. It will not happen again. But know this, there are none in this land better than I at spycraft. It may not always be so, but it is now. Bear that in mind should you think to oppose my interests. Caltech.
We have known each other for less than a year, but it seems I have been indebted to you countless times.
You have my thanks once again, Pineleaf, and those of my sister. You did not have to follow me into the darkness of Utugbur, risking entombment with our terrible foes, but you came with me anyway. I will never forget that, my friend. Horton releases your arm and your gaze. If you did not know him better, you would think that his expression might be one of embarrassment. It passes quickly and is once again his usual practical self. Could we have sealed the entrance of Utugbur without making use of the Narkak? Now it matters not, for the deed is done. The collapse required very little of the hungry fire, and much of the substance remains in the hidden stockpile within Ashigir. We must set a guard upon it night and day to ensure that none think to use it for their own purpose. You mean like Caltech, who will have spies watching them? You know of whom I speak, but I would not trust the hungry fire in the hands of any who seek it. All right, and what of his sister? Oh, she's up here, right? Oh, out here.
I was in darkness, even before I passed the threshold into Utugbur.
As though Azdagoth approached Certes with murder in his eyes, I was overcome with rage that I have never felt before, and never will again. I pursued him into the temple, but I saw nothing of my surroundings. The steps were a red haze. The fog that surrounded me pulsed in time with the pounding of my blood. I would slay him, and I will die with him, and Cerletas will be avenged. Siglet stares at you with haunted eyes. What did Cerletas say happened to the Kentai that are slain in battle? They become wandering, restless spirits, wrathful and hostile, she said. For that to be her fate filled me with tremendous anger and sorrow, and still does. No amount of death and vengeance can repay Azdagoth for his masters for this cruel, endless unlife that they have forced upon Cerletas. Back in Umbar, I spoke to Noriel of the Green Hills about the futility of vengeance, and I meant it. Was that not the lesson of Cruel Dancer? I thought that I had learned the lesson well, but it was not until I heard your voice in the darkness of Utugbur that I truly learned that it means to rise above the cycle of death. For Cerletas, I gave it up. If she is to wander, I too will wander. If she is to be restless, I will try to give her rest. And if she is wrathful, I will seek to give her peace. Boglitir has done its work. I will leave it before Utugbur in memory of Cerletas, and of Cruel Dancer, and of Siglet. What do you say?
For now the Tharduth are defeated, but we must not lower our guard.
I must learn more about the servants of Morgoth if we are to counter them, and I must learn it quickly. The dominion of Zikar passed beyond living memory, but record of its terrible rule in the distant age may remain hidden elsewhere in Shagana. I will seek for this lost history, and if it is to be found anywhere, I will find it. It seems that I am to be Inktanush again. It has been many years since that name has been used for me, Pine Leaf. But first, I should speak with the rulers of Umbar. I understand that one of their number remained behind in the city. The Lady Hamlik, you say? Go there and tell her that a wizard has advised and guidance to share, if she has the wisdom to heed it. To Hamalek. So, looks like I'm the one that's going to be leading that army then? Well then, time to set off. Hello, Hamalek.
I understand you faced a great evil on behalf of the kindred of the coins. For that you have my thanks, and those of all Umbari.
I look forward to a more detailed account of your adventures. Ask anything of the kindred, and it will be yours, if it is in our power to grant. Well, I tell them that without Belandor's arrival at Utarbor, and with his contingent of Umbari soldiers, the battle might have been lost. All that I ask is the continued aid and support of Umbari Baharbel against the servants of Morgoth that now threaten Middle-earth. My city will be honored to assist in this fight, Pineleaf. Is there aught else? Also, there is the wizard Inkanush, who will call upon the kindred of the coin sometime in the days ahead, and will have advice and guidance to provide. The Golden Queen stares at you thoughtfully. I see. Speak with the guard outside the meeting hall of Darlaja, and tell him to expect this visitor. When the wizard arrives, he will be allowed before us without delay. Well, yes, okay. Yeah, I can imagine his response. Can he prevent it? I remember his reaction when we asked him to keep Tatata out. I'm wondering, are we going to still be making Tatata stay out? I don't know. Maybe Sunday we'll have a reconciliation. Hello again.
I am sorry. Did you say I am to allow a wizard inside the meeting hall?
Imagine that! A real, live wizard? I will of course allow him to pass. Did he give you any indication as to when he will arrive, Pineleaf? Are wizards known to be punctual? Oh, don't worry, I can assure you that Inkanush the wizard will arrive whenever he arrives, and not a moment sooner or later. Thank you. I think? I suppose I'll just have to wait. And from there, the story will pick up when we enter into the next chapter of our story. But until then, well, we do have other people in Amarul that could still use our help, and that's where we'll begin in the next episode of The Song of Waves and Wind.